Camera rolling.
Okay. So, right, hi. First question, obviously, you're back in Alaska.
Yeah,
It's been...
Well, I would say 35 years, believe it or not. Yeah, some time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I briefly visited, you know, afterwards, a couple of years later, but yeah, it's got to be 35, 36 years ago. So, yeah.
And what's the first impression? Is it just like you remember?
Yeah, it still smells the same, that's for sure. And no, I mean, physically it's changed slightly. You know, around the corner where we were about to go was just, you know, a long tunnel with the rehearsal room at the end. It was all open, and obviously
so
they've added some rooms and they've added a recording studio. But yeah, generally the same place.
And how does it feel being back?
Yeah, no, I mean it's yeah, full of memories, and yeah, it's all coming back to me. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any particular memory that sticks out?
Well, obviously for me, this is where we started. None of us could really play any instruments, and you know, Jerry sort of said, "Do you want to play drums?" I said, "Yeah, I'll play drums." Who's going to play guitar? You know, Kev said, "I'll play guitar," and literally started from scratch. So we had no musical experience at all, other than, you know, our sort of obsession with the ants, and that's what we did. We came in here, you know, bought the drums and a few bits and pieces, and hired equipment, and just started by copying ant songs. You know, which is obviously, if you've got something you're enthusiastic about, it's a good way to get a start, you know. And then, yeah, after a couple of months or so, 2 or 3 months, you know, they started to sound a bit better. You know, I can remember we used to take the tapes to the members of the Ants and play them very early versions, which they're probably
easy to see
cringing,
them,
like, you know, having to listen to them and say, yeah, that sounds good. It's pretty bad. Yeah. But, yeah, and then naturally you start to sort of develop your own style, and I think after, as I say, a couple of months, we started to write our own songs, obviously in that vein, and then we were hard rehearse. You know, we'd rehearse 3-4 times a week, you know, all day long, and obviously the more hours you put in, it
better
tends
you got,
to pay off, you know.
So when you gave the demos to the Ants, was that their covers or your own songs?
Yeah, no, we'd take in tapes. So we weren't even, you know, we'd literally put a cassette player in the corner and just tape it live. And it was, I mean, obviously I haven't heard any of those tapes for years, but I can remember listening back a couple of years after the event, and they were pretty amateurish, to say the least. But, you know, I mean, the guys in the band would have been enthusiastic just for the fact that we were trying something ourselves. Yeah, so yeah, it was all positive, and yeah, no, it was all good stuff. But yeah, so this is where it all started.
Yeah. All right. Cool.